Hello, my name is Paul. Some of you may have bought this machine from me. This is a reconditioned machine which can be bought from me at any time during the year. I've usually got a few in stock. But just to let you know how it works. Basically, this is a pressurized vessel when it's in operation. And it requires, with this particular type of nozzle, it requires a good compressor to run that. It's quite a powerful big nozzle. So you want a 250 CFM compressor, 100 psi. Now most of the roadside compressors are 100 psi, but it's cubic foot of air per minute. And this nozzle is using about 170 CFM. So you want a 250 to make sure that you've got plenty of power. That's normally a 4-cylinder turbo engine, not dissimilar to the compressor just here. This particular machine comes with a remote control valve, and basically that's a normally closed valve which, when you depress this trigger, will send air down the yellow air line to open up the valve. There's a little hole here that leaks. As you press it, it seals the leak. Air running down the red pipe goes down the yellow, opens the valve, and you start blasting. Okay? If you want to stop, you can let go of the trigger. If you fall over, it's spring loaded, the machine will decompress itself. It does that through this little exhaust valve here. The red pipe goes to the bottom connector and the yellow to the top. If you do it round the other way, you'll find that the machine will work but it won't stop. Okay, red one to the bottom. The nozzle is held in by a retainer nut, a 50mm retainer nut, simple to change. It's a consumable item. Cost is around £60 for them, but normally you can get about 25 tons through it. So the blast hose is an internal diameter of 38mm. Remember that this is a pressurized vessel when it's running, so you have to make sure you screw the lid down. The beauty of this machine is that we're going to put coarse grit in it right now, but if you wanted to change that abrasive, you can simply unscrew the top, drop the machine down, turn it upside down, empty the abrasive out, pour in another abrasive, screw the top down, and you're ready to go to work again. On this particular machine I'm using glass, crushed glass. Health and safety approved. Sharp, so it'll do all the lorry chassis, lorry wheels and stuff like that. If you wanted to do a lorry cab, you simply empty the abrasive out and put in a very fine glass instead. Do the lid up firm. Doesn't have to be wrenched up. It's a new thread. It wants to be just tight enough for you to be able to undo it by hand. Air will always leak around the edge of the thread. That's normal. Don't worry about it. Even when the machine is fully loaded with abrasive, you can still pull it along quite easily. It'll just move along quite easy. So if you're doing a 40-foot trailer, put the machine on one side in the middle, and then you should be able to go all the way down both sides with a 10-meter blast hose. Crawl underneath out the other end to carry on blasting. A very important thing with all sandblasting machines is the choke valve. This is the choke valve just here. And basically with any abrasive inside a pressure vessel, it's going to be pushed down, it's going to clump at times. You need to clear it. So if, for instance, you've had hours of endless blasting and suddenly you know the abrasive is full, you know the tank is full of abrasive, I should say, and there's when you're blasting, no abrasive is coming out. If you're working on your own, you can simply walk back to the machine, point the nozzle away, press the trigger so that there's air coming out, and then choke it by pulling the lever up to horizontal, 1 second and back down. You'll feel it pulse, it'll clear the abrasive, and off you go. You'll find during humid weather, you'll need to do that from time to time. The coarser the abrasive, the less you'll ever need to do it. Fine abrasive packs down more, So you find on a humid day you may be choking it a bit, and on some occasions you may find with fine abrasive you'll choke it and you may have to leave it on a slight bit of choke like this, but its proper position is in line with the pipework. Don't forget the choke valve, because it will save you a lot of messing about pulling your hair out. At the bottom there's an abrasive valve. It's an 1.25 inch brass valve, and if you use this machine properly it doesn't wear out. All the expensive ones on the market, rubber lined, and all the problems they cause, if you use a machine properly, that valve will last you for years. I can assure you, because I'll show you in a moment machines that I'm using, and some are several years old and still haven't had a new brass valve fitted. It's set already, but if you turn it up, you simply go anti-clockwise, turn it off, or down, go clockwise. At the bottom here we have the blast hose connection. There's a little pin here which goes into a little hole. You just pull that back, twist, and off it comes. Because this is new, it's a little tight going on, so you just give it a little jerk and it'll go back on. It's as simple as that. Well, I hope you enjoy this blast pod. Thanks for listening. You can call me on 07836 582 575 anytime with your queries. Thanks a lot.